Hi, for those of you new to my channel, I'm Dr. Lori Creadon Wright. I'm a board-certified family physician with over 33 years experience treating patients. Now that I've retired, I have the time to share the wisdom that I've gained from my education and patient interactions. And you have the ability to benefit from this without having to live through med school, residency, and patient care yourself. It happens every day to every one of us. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, young or old. We wake up. And though it does happen to every one of us, it doesn't happen to any two of us in exactly the same way. Which way do you think is more common, though? As the sun slowly fills your room with a soft golden glow, you awaken naturally. You smile, stretch, and perhaps offer a small prayer of thanks for the sweet serenity of a fresh new day. Then you leap out of bed and jump in the shower, eager to enrich the world with your talents. Perhaps this hits a little closer to home. You're jolted awake by your alarm. You fumble with the snooze button and consider what you can leave out of your morning routine to get a little more sleep. You shower, packing lunches for your kids. Then it hits you. Breakfast. I'll just skip breakfast this morning. Satisfied, you hit snooze one more time. But before you know it, the alarm is ringing again, and this time you can't get out of it. In this scenario, you may also offer a prayer, but this time it's more like, please let it really be Saturday, or send some sort of natural disaster our way. Not a major disaster where lives are lost, just something to close businesses down for a day or two. You think, oh, why didn't I get to bed just a little bit earlier? Your head is throbbing as you stagger to the kitchen. The kids are screaming at each other, so you scream back. Stop fighting and get ready right now, or you're going to miss the bus. 2 more days, you think. Just 2 more days until Saturday. Just get through the next 2 days, and then the weekend will be here. Okay, so I may be exaggerating to make a point, but if we really look at our lives, there may be more of scene 2 than we'd care to admit. I can't think of anyone who really wants to live their life that way. It's just that little by little, the details of life become so encompassing, so overwhelming, that each day becomes a struggle simply to survive rather than an opportunity to learn and grow, showcase our talents, and enjoy precious moments with the ones we love. We think, I've just got to make it through this day or this week or this major project or this Christmas season, and then I'll be able to spend my days the way I want and make my life my own. But you know what? Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. And who among us has not ever looked back and thought, wow, where has all the time gone? The message that I have today is simple but important. For most of you, it may just be a reminder of what you already know but need to bring to the surface in your activities. But for 1 or 2 of you, you may be in a place that this becomes the turning point in your life. If taken to heart, it may change the way you work, eat, love, and live. My message is this: the way you live your days is the way you live your life. The way you live your days is the way you live your life. So many people struggle through each day, putting their real lives on hold until some magical date when everything falls into place. And for most people, that date never comes. Seldom do the heavens open up and a loud voice proclaims, "What are you doing with this life I gave you?" Funny thing is, when asked, most of us can easily list the things that are most important to us: our family, our health, our faith, or our contribution to society. Yet it is these very items that we tend to neglect, abuse, or take for granted. Many people list their family as so important that they would do anything for them. Anything. And they truly would. If their child were kidnapped and a parent had the chance to give his or her own life to save their child, most would do so without a moment's hesitation. Or if a husband or wife were suddenly found to have an incurable illness and only given a limited number of months to live, how precious those months would be. What wouldn't we give to buy even a few more weeks of time together to reclaim the right to grow old together, living a life of shared memories, watching the children, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren grow and change, showing his sense of humor, her musical talent, their ability in sports, yet becoming their own unique individuals along the way. That is what I call living the life we would die for. We all have one within our grasps, but until it is threatened, we often take it for granted or don't pursue it at all. When we have a bad day at school or at the office, it often takes all of our energy to remain polite and respectful to our classmates and coworkers. Then when we finally get home, who are the first people we snap at? Our families, of course. And if someone gave you an expensive new car, wouldn't you do everything in your power to keep it looking good and running at peak performance? You would change the oil, tune it up regularly, and probably refuse to allow anyone to eat, drink, or smoke while in it. But do we take the same care of our own bodies with a healthy diet, regular exercise, medical and dental checkups, and avoidance of toxic substances? The point I'm trying to make is that we all have some idea of what is most important to us, but we don't always acknowledge our priorities in our day-to-day choices. That is where I come in. As a family physician, I have seen many people express regrets when the life or health of themselves or someone that they love was suddenly cut short. My videos are designed to help refocus our actions to allow each of us to truly live the life that we would die for. My videos focus on subjects as basic as a simple hiccup remedy to subjects as life-changing as playing with our children and grandchildren in ways that facilitate their development in language, music, sports, and creativity, so that at the end of each day, we can look back at something we have done that makes us happier or healthier, something that takes us one step closer to our goals, something that allows us to make the world a slightly better place, and something that shows those we love the most how much they mean to us. Please subscribe to my channel so that together we can truly begin living the life we would die for.